Last week, we got some leaked images for the upcoming remaster of The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and those have been circulating around social media, which generated a lot of buzz surrounding this game because this is something that hasn't officially been announced, but it's one that everyone knows, like, okay, this is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. With these leaked screenshots, a lot of people were looking on social media and other websites to try to get more information about it. So I'm just going to share some of them with you here. For people who are familiar with the game, this probably looks really familiar, of the Imperial Capital, and just other various things, an Oblivion portal, for instance, just things like this. People are noticing, and it's like, oh yeah, it looks like the game, what they remember from the game, and these actually look pretty good. I've seen some other posts doing side-by-side comparisons of the two, so it makes it seem like, yes, the remaster is going to come sooner rather than later, but we still don't know exactly because Virtuos, the studio that's supposed to be producing it, hasn't said anything. But people, after they saw these leaked images, started looking even further into it. And there are some people suggesting that, or at least some of the information that's been gotten from this suggests that the game could actually be dropped this week, even today, if possible. But we just don't know. But there has been more information that has since come out to also suggest that the game is happening sooner rather than later. More evidence of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster has surfaced online ahead of its official reveal. Thanks to new website listings from developer Virtuos, the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster could release as soon as April 21st, so today, if the leaks and rumors in recent days are accurate. Now, keep in mind, new games aren't typically dropped on Mondays. It's usually Tuesdays or Fridays. So it doesn't necessarily, even if it doesn't come out today, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to come out. I would just say wait this week. And if that doesn't happen, well, then we'll just have to wait and see, because like I said, the game is, everyone knows it's going to come out eventually. It's just a matter of whether it is going to be this week or whether it's going to be later on. Something of note, though, that I did find before I recorded this video was other social media posts talking about it. So there's this one from Dexerto that was just shared. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster size has leaked at 120 gigabytes on Steam. Man, that's massive right there. So that's new information. This one, ESRB Oblivion entry, last updated about 1 hour ago. So there's pretty much no new stuff coming out about the game. So it really does, like, if they're trying to make it seem like, oh, it's not officially announced yet or whatever, it's like, no, we know at this point that it's going to happen. It's just a matter of whether or not it is going to be launched this week. Now, with all this information coming out about it all at once, there seems to be a lot of buzz generating around it and a lot of movement on their end for producing this game. So it really does feel like this is the time, or at least it's really coming close to the time that the game is going to finally be released. Speculation of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster ran rampant throughout 2024 and the early months of 2025, with many insiders and leakers growing confident in the game's potential release this year. On April 15th, many questions surrounding the remaster seemingly dissolved when fans found official screenshots and promotional images of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster on Virtuos' official website. The leak confirmed that the remaster is coming to Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 5, and PC. When fans asked the Xbox support bot about a potential release date, they learned that the remaster could launch as soon as the week of April 21st. So it's saying as soon as this week. It's not saying with 100% certainty that it's going to be released this week. It's kind of funny that that's part of the Xbox support bot, is revealing information that should be a little bit more confidential, but you know, maybe there is something intentional about that, and I will get more on what I mean by that in a moment. Now, more evidence of the remaster's release has surfaced on Microsoft's own Bing search engine. The latest leak for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster comes from Virtuos' own website once more, with Bing having indexed various listings of the remaster in multiple languages, as shown in Arrow to the Knee 23's Reddit post. Gamers can find the listings by searching for Oblivion site HTTPS. So basically, just you type this into Bing, and it should pop up this screenshot that they grabbed right here, where you can see Virtuos's website, as well as the pages indexed for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster, and then they had it again for various other languages. Now, I previously looked up this. I didn't save anything from it, but I looked it up and I saw the exact same results. But when I was trying to look it up again to record this video, I just got this where it doesn't have it on there anymore, whereas the top pages were basically the Oblivion Remaster page index, but for various other languages, but I'm not getting that anymore. So it suggests that maybe they actually realized that after this information got out, and then they took those pages down. Now, it does say, but it's worth noting that clicking and attempting to visit the page will return a 404 page not found error. And that's exactly the same thing I got when I tried clicking on those pages too. I didn't see anything there. They just had the page itself indexed, but nothing actually published on it, which means the company pretty much has that on reserve for when they do want to finally publish it. It looks like it was just kind of listed a little bit earlier than that they intended when they didn't have anything on the page. Maybe that's why they took it down, or maybe, like I said, they took it down because people weren't supposed to find that. They did, so they're trying to cover their tracks. But even if you don't believe that I was able to find the exact same results, there's a lot of other people on social media who likewise looked up the same information and found the exact same results, and they're sharing screenshots and videos of that on social media in case you're curious about looking for it yourself. So there's a lot of other people out there that have found these exact same results. So it's not just a fabricated screenshot. This did actually happen, and Virtuos did actually take these index pages down afterwards. Let's see. So error found. However, right-clicking and looking at the source page in browser tools revealed more language versions of the same Virtuos website of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster and a success story page. Success stories are a subcategory on the Virtuos website that highlights the development team's work on various games and DLC packs, including the Black Panther War for Wakanda expansion for Marvel Avengers, which is no longer playable. Elder Scrolls fans in the Reddit community are excited about the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster, and others have searched for the website listings on Bing and shared the findings on their ends, confirming that Bing had indexed the pages from the Virtuos' website in Korean, Vietnamese, French, and Japanese. Similarly, to Virtuos' website, fans recently discovered a tag for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remaster on Bethesda's own website, and the community will likely continue to look for more clues leading up to the reveal. Now, what does this mean here? Because a lot of this information being leaked pretty much seemingly at the same time suggests that there's a lot of incompetence on Virtuos's end right there, especially for a game that is just supposed to be shadow dropped. So it's supposed to be put on these platforms without any announcement or fanfare. It's just dropped there and people are supposed to notice it and get excited about it. Compare that to typically how games are launched, where there's a lot of marketing pushes for the game. I think what they're doing right now is actually a pretty brilliant move, because it's a way of kind of marketing the game and generating a lot of buzz surrounding the game without having to put really any effort to it. You just kind of loosen your security a little bit, do some things to let information intentionally get leaked out. And because of that, it's going to generate a lot of positive buzz and anticipation for the game, because that's one of the things that we're seeing right now from all this information coming out is people aren't saying like, oh, this looks terrible or anything like that. They're saying like, oh, it's coming out now. I'm getting excited about it. And I think that's kind of the desired outcome for something like this. You're generating a lot of positive buzz in the lead up to the release of your game, something that usually takes a big marketing campaign in order to try to generate. And then when the game finally gets released, a lot of people are going to be excited to play it. Compare that to if a game is typically just shadow dropped, people will discover it, then a lot of buzz is generated right out the gate like that. But this way, people are actually looking for the game to be released and to be put on these platforms. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens, whether or not the game is actually released this week, as some of the rumors are suggesting, or if it's going to be later on down the line. But one thing is for sure, though, with all this information happening all at once, I think when they do finally release this game, it's going to be sooner rather than later. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you think it's going to be released this week, maybe next week, maybe in the next month? Or do you think it's still quite a ways off and people are just looking into something a little bit too far and I'm completely wrong about it. Comment below, let me know. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with the latest entertainment news. And don't forget to click that like button and share this video out there because it really helps out with the channel. Thank you.